All right, to the Greg-alogue, it's a knife of knowledge in a cutlery drawer of doom. So sometimes these things just write themselves. After watching S.E. Cupp on Joy Behar's show, that walking fountain of verbal sewage, Keith Olbermann decided to tweet, quote, "On so many levels, she's a perfect example of the necessity of the work Planned Parenthood does." Tasteless, you say? I don't know. If you consider it, Olby's logic is sound. If abortion would have kept S.E. Cupp from being alive, then there would be less debate over abortion. See how tidy that is for someone like Olby, who would rather see you dead than debated? But hey, maybe he really didn't mean that. Yep, after getting a lot of heat, Olbermann panicked and scurried like a roach from his tweet, saying he meant that S.E.'s parents should have taken advantage of counseling or birth control offered by these clinics, which to me makes no sense as criticism of Cupp, whom he hates, unless Olby still means birth control would have prevented S.E. from being born. But really, all this undermines Planned Parenthood, not Olby. We already knew he's a turd. When he brought up Planned Parenthood, everybody knew he meant abortion. So his ghoulish joke reminds everyone that the idea that Planned Parenthood means more than abortion is a fatuous joke, like the man himself. And if you disagree with me, you, sir, are a racist, homophobe. Welcome back. Let's find out if we got anything wrong so far. For that, we go to TV's Andy Levy. So, Andy, how was your meeting today?
Oh, it was good, Greg. Thanks for asking.
No problem. Guess it was nothing to write home about, or you would have said something.
No, I wrote my mom about it as soon as it was over.
Well, I guess I would do that, too, if it didn't turn out so well and you needed some consoling.
Look, I already said the meeting was good, so if this is going to be your attitude, maybe we just shouldn't talk about it.
Well, maybe we shouldn't.
I don't understand why you just can't be happy for me.
I'm happy for you. Congrats. But
no.
My name come up at all?
Hey, I really didn't.
Well, I guess they must be so pleased with my work, there's no cause to discuss me.
No, I'm sure that's it. I'm sure they're very happy with what you're doing exactly where you are, and why mess with a good thing, right?
Let's do your halftime.
Some people can't take a compliment. Wow. Pelosi says ideally elections shouldn't matter that much. Krystal, you said we have the most divided Congress ever, that we've kicked out the moderate Republicans and kicked out the moderate Democrats. So interesting that Pelosi only says the Republicans need to take their party back. She doesn't seem to feel the same way about the Democrats.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. But why shouldn't the Democrats take their party back, too? Why shouldn't their moderates be in as well?
Well, I agree. I mean, I actually think we need to have a more reasonable dialogue on both sides. But in general, I mean, the Republicans are the ones who have been pushing, we must have $100 billion, no less, no more. The Democrats were the first to come to the table and compromise. So from my view,
but she didn't compromise, did she? She didn't compromise. Did she? Did she vote? She didn't want to do the budget.
She didn't vote for it.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. So like I said, not the best spokesperson for the message, but a reasonable message.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Greg, good job getting President Obama on the show.
I know. Hard to believe, huh? Yeah. Last minute booking.
Yeah, that was excellent.
Yeah, I had to make a few phone calls.
Yeah. He looked a little different, though.
Well, you know. Yeah. The job wears you down, Andy. It wears you down.
It does wear you down.
Yeah, you lose weight, your hair goes gray.
Yeah.
You wear pullovers, zippered pullovers.
Right. No, I understand.
Make references to Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Trying to get at something?
Jedediah, you said you don't think you and Nancy Pelosi can work together. So no Jed and Nancy at 5 p.m.?
No, I don't think that's going to work. And as a proud member of the hardcore conservatives that fought for that $100 billion and wouldn't budge, I got to say, I don't have much patience for Nancy Pelosi.
All right. I don't know who you son of a think you are trying to cut the deficit.
Yeah, you know what? Somebody's got to do it, Andy.
If I have to lead the pack,
if I have to lead the pack, I'm going to do it.
You've got some nerve saying we need to afford the things we're buying.
Don't make me come back there, Andy.
Don't understand it.
It's like moonlighting.
I know.
Without, you know, Sybil Shepherd or Bruce Willis or decent acting or good writing.
Gee, thanks.
I'm sorry.
Or the dude in Better Off Dead.
Yeah.
I liked him. He was a good character. Sorry.
Look what you've done to Andy.
I know.
Look what you've done.
Not cool, man.
Oh.
Sorry, editor.
Krystal, if everybody should be a moderate, as you seem to be saying, for whom do people who are not moderates vote?
You know, I actually don't think everyone should be a moderate. I just think that there should be some moderates in the middle to work together. I don't have anything wrong with people having a firmly held conviction. I do have...
Oh, I do. I do.
I do have a problem with a Congress that's so divided that there's literally no overlap, and that it's so hard to work together that we're about to shut down the government. I mean, they should be able to work together to do their job.
I should point out the only convictions Bill has are the ones from the judge.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Nicely.
Thank
I'll
you
give you
very
one
much.
of these from my era.
Can I get a little? Can you roll?
Huh?
Can you do, yeah. Thank you.
When anybody ever uses the word convictions, there's always somebody at the table trying to think of a convictions joke.
And I'm that guy. I'm the guy that actually did.
Yes.
Greg-alogue, Keith Olbermann is a horse's ass. So, Ryan, if people at home are playing your fascist drinking game, they should drink every time someone says fascist? Is that how the fascist drinking game works?
Well, sure, the fascist drinking game works that when you hear the word fascist, you drink. Like earlier in the show when Greg had said, Ryan, do you think this is fascism? You would have taken a shot at that moment.
Okay, so it's fascism and fascist. If you say either one of those, fascist or fascism, you have to have a drink in the fascist
now, if you say
drinking
fascist or fascism 3 times in a row, you have to do 3 shots.
Interesting.
Fascist, fascism, fascist. Boom, boom, boom.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know.
What's up, Andy?
You're welcome, people
Bring
at home
it.
playing the game. Here's the thing. I don't know why it's news that Olbermann said something classless and stupid. That's his job, or at least it was back when he had one.
Yeah.
So Essie's mom wrote an open letter to Keith asking, quote, have you no shame, no depth to which you will not stoop to insult an adversary? Just thought I'd bring that up.
Andy, for the record, my mom writes an open letter to both you and Greg every night. So if you're going to read Essie's moms, you better start reading Deb Schulz's.
Wait, I think I have. Dear Greg, please take him off our hands.
To answer Mrs. Cupp's question, the answers are no and no, by the way. Yeah. Shame on all of you for not having more respect for Mrs. Patricia Cupp.
You know what? Don't cross her. And also, I mean, when Mom enters the picture,
You will respect P. Cupp.
What?
You will respect P. Cupp.
Notice how Keith Olbermann, Andy. Keith Olbermann did not answer her.
You know, you set me up for that just so you could say that.
I actually didn't. I swear to God, I just thought of that. I swear to God, that was not a setup. I'm just that good.
Never mind, Andy. You ruined it.
So if her name was like Deborah Cupp, you would have said D. Cupp.
No, that'd be hacky.
All right.
Greg-alogue, what if the hot tub time machine were real? I mean, China bans TV shows with time travel. I mean, what the hell was that?
What are you talking about? That story has been all over, and I'm the only one.
I understand that story's been all over, but after you address it in the first sentence of the Greg-alogue, that was kind of the last we ever heard about it.
Yes, because I used it as a jumping off point on my theories that I cannot help the world.
Okay.
And that if it wasn't for other people who are helpful, who can do things, the world would be... I'm a parasite, is what I'm saying.
Right. My thing is, I don't even like camping, so there's no way I could go back in time with all those dirty past people.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you know what? You ever notice that back in the old times, people were just dirty?
Yeah.
I mean...
Dirty, stinky past people.
Yeah.
That's what they were.
I know.
Yep, I don't like them.
I'm not related to that.
I don't cotton to them.
No.
I
And nor
can't even
should
go
you.
to the supermarket without, as we've discussed, a hand sanitizer fanny pack, so I don't think I'm going anywhere in the past.
Yeah, no.
It's not going to work.
Yep. Mamet. Greg, you said all of Mamet's awesome plays and films once praised by critics and celebs will now be reassessed as crap because he's a conservative. I disagree. I actually think his old stuff will be fine, but it'll be all the new stuff will get panned. It's like the people who say, oh, well, Dennis Miller used to be funny.
Ah,
Oh,
good
yeah.
point.
That's my theory.
Good point.
Ryan, there was no sequel to The Passion of the Christ.
I know. I was saying they would like one because it made so much money because
just
of
checking.
Christian
All
support.
right. Send your letters to Ryan, people. And Bill, the book for the Broadway version of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, was written by Stephen Elliott and Alan Scott, not David Mamet. He doesn't do a lot of musicals, it turns out.
Stephen and Alan. Oh, they got arrested last night. I told you guys to come by. Woo! Wow! Be happy I made it in this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know if I am. Wouldn't mind reading about you in the paper, though.
That'd be kind of cool. Hey, we have to take a break, so don't you move.
Oh, are you saying that now?
No, I just felt like reading the prompter.
Wow.
Hey, remember to check out my book, The Bible of Unspeakable Truths.
Go ahead.
If you haven't got a copy yet, you're destroying the fiber of our country.
Keep going.
That's all I got, man.
All right. Be back in a few.
That does it for today's adventure. If you're new here, please subscribe. Take it one step further, ring that notification bell. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big old like and a thumbs up. It lets me know you care. I'll see you in the next video. Right on.